as we'll start that.
Man, we had one yesterday. It just turned into a day, didn't it?
It was a hell of a day yesterday. It's going to be a beautiful day despite the weather today because we're not alone, James. We're together, brother. We're here to have a cup of coffee as a community, start this poll, and slow and steady without expectations. Slow and steady without expectations. Find a way to let go of those expectations. Hold on to the truth that if we reach out, we don't have to be alone. Over a nice cup of coffee and a good conversation. Not sure exactly where I'm going or why, but we'll figure it out. We're headed to California, determined. For what reason, I haven't quite figured that out yet. But, I guess the point is to get up and get moving. Find that purpose along the way and understand that it's not the destination, right? Remind myself on a daily basis through this communication that this insanity that I've the insanity that I choose to indulge in is the right path. But from New York to California on $100, right? Sounds pretty nuts, but we're already at about 250, 5 days in. St. Louis today, maybe we'll do a little bit more Krankenstein. It's good to see you. We'll do a little bit more DoorDash and possibly before we take off. Backwards for a couple hours is the game plan, I think. Go see Rob and Sally and hang out for a day or so there before I take that leap off. Once again, still 30 hours away from the destination. But how you doing this morning, Crank? 2 grandpas having coffee. Yeah, and a third one watching. Good, sir. I hope you're doing well. Making serious threats and moving forward. Reflecting on the grateful and real understanding that we are not alone. You are not alone out there in YouTube land. Take a breath. Take a minute. Let's have a cup of coffee. And on those days you're not feeling it, do it anyway. That's the best I can say. I'm good. Good to hear, Crank. A little bit of quote about staying connected, staying motivated to merch. I got to get my glasses. Give me a second. I am getting old. Squinting the whole time. Let's get up and get started. Matchmaker, how you doing today? Good morning. Good afternoon. Where are you at there, Matchmaker? It's morning here. We're enjoying a nice cup of coffee, reflecting on the fact that we are together in this moment, being grateful for this moment and what is. Despite the fact that, some days are a little bit harder to get moving forward and to give thanks for that. Some days are a little bit crazier. Good morning. Today is my birthday. 5257, Kevin. Well, happy birthday to you, sir. Today is my unbirthday, and I am ceremoniously wearing "We Are All Mad Here" t-shirt. A grateful gift from James here. We stopped here in St. Louis and have a cup of coffee before we step off with our brother. Had a great day yesterday. Went and seen some buffalo and some elk. Did some DoorDashing. Had a good St. Louis pizza. All because we decided to take the leap and not continuously fold into that loneliness, man. The world's a lonely place. We indulge in that loneliness. It just gets worse. But happy birthday, Kev. What are you up to today, brother? You doing anything fun? You gonna have a good one, man? Birthdays have been a stressful thing for me for years. So I hope that having you here today can kind of make it a good one if it's a hard thing for you. Have a good stream. See you later, Merch. Yeah, we're together here in the shit show, right? If you're out there struggling, you're out there feeling alone, the purpose of this is to grow the turtle herd over a nice cup of coffee. Slow and steady, we weather the burden together. Through open, honest communication, we find a way to be connected despite the struggle. And Crank, stay connected to your purpose, your people, and your power. Growth happens when hearts align and actions follow with courage daily, every single day. Yes, every day, right? Every day, Crank. Today's a new day to indulge in saying yes, my friend. I'm going to do my best to continuously say yes. It's brought me here despite the fear that wants me to say no. It wants me to stay stuck in that place of anguish and pain and struggle and darkness. Once I let go and I say yes to the next right thing, I find myself in beautiful places. Not to say that it's easy, right? I woke up a handful of cold times with my basically sleeping in the trunk of my car. We're door dashing, scraping some cash together to get there, but it's all right, man. There's a million reasons to say no, right? Because I'll have to sleep in my car and it'll be cold and I don't have any money. Well, download the DoorDash app, get yourself a gym membership, and be determined to make that move. The conversation came up the other day with me and James about why I'm headed there. And, barrage of reasons, me trying to explain myself came to mind, and I realized that none of that is necessary. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. I'm going there so I could be here in this moment, so I could get off of the couch and find some motivation to heal myself and pull away from that darkness. That's a big enough reason. Starboy, it's good to see you this morning. Unity, yes, unity. Through connection and open, honest communication. Thank you for stopping in, brother. Thank you for being a member of the turtle herd, my friend. Thank you for finding compassion, love, and appreciation in yourself through open, honest communication. Some days it flows through us a lot easier. Other days it seems to get stuck at this bottlehead. But on those days, it's essential to push forward. I'm glad that we could do that together. And let's make sure that the chat filter, we do that, we do all messages. I want to make sure we hear everything you guys have to say. Oh, yeah, slow and steady. Reflect on that. Ain't got much today, right? Ain't got much vigor and spunk. I'm not sure. Little inkling of that struggle, kind of. Yeah, sales guy, 9407. Yes, good to hear you're doing well, good sir. Do you understand struggle, strength, and struggle and fear, anxiety, depression? Do you understand the lack of connection? If not, that's great, man. Do you have any motivational or inspirational quotes that can help us push through the day and get our day started, good sir? Would be very much appreciated. Rare streams of Scott streaming in his house. This is not my house, good sir. This is our brother James, who's always in the lives, man. Believe it or not, we made it to St. Louis. We said yes to life till it brought us here to our brother in St. Louis. Deeply appreciated to be able to have our good friend open the doors, and even more appreciated that we could both set down that fear and say yes to life. Despite the million reasons to say no, man. Open your house to someone you haven't physically met can be an anxious thing. Walking through that door and taking the leap and saying yes to coming to someone's home, right? Be cautious about that, but I think that over time, saying yes can be a positive thing. It brought us here, brought us together in this beautiful home, having a nice cup of coffee with the good people. And IDK, how are you holding up today there, good sir or madam? I hope we're all well out there in YouTube land as I fill the air to the best of my ability. I'll have to admit, I got this weird kind of anxious kind of lack of energy this morning, but I feel like I'm stumbling on my words, and I'm struggling with that sense of purpose and vigor that comes with being in the flow, right? But how do we find our way back there? Find our way back there through this open, honest communication, good sirs and madams. Rare stream of Scott in this house. Yes. Sales. Well, I'm glad you're doing well. it's good to have you in. And yeah, it's going to be a beautiful day because we're going to make it there. Here, I just Scott W commented on our last live, and I was hoping to see him in, so I should have sent him a notification. But with that being said, I don't recommend you meeting anybody off the internet till you're at least 18, and be cautious about it. Me and James have been he's been a monitor here on this channel and come in every day for the last couple of years. But I've also been blessed enough to meet Scott W and Crank, the three pillars of this community that helped me hold it together. And but yeah, another leap off today. Another leap off, a small little leap to Miram, Indiana, to see my brother and Sally, my niece, spend a couple days. And I can admit that the thought of a 30 hours still to California without necessarily any real game plan can be overwhelming. Well, sometimes you just got to not think about it, because what are the alternatives, right? If you're stuck in that stagnant place like I was, get up and move and make a decision to do something.
Tell Craig about my shiny jacket.
Oh, geez, Craig, he's got a disco ball jacket that he wears as he segues down the road, or he's gonna wear as he segues down the road. You guys, Craig, you and James are gonna be fast friends. Hopefully, we can get you together here at this music and art festival that Misled Utopia is organizing in Miram, Indiana at the end of July. We haven't talked yet about it. Crank says, hell yeah. And dancing with James. No, we haven't been doing too much dancing. But like I said, we did some cruising. We went and seen some wildlife at that elk park that's not too far from here. Elk and buffalo. Had a good breakfast yesterday. And yeah, we just chilled. We're chilling, man. We are chilling, brother. 1488. Yeah, not too much vigor. Again, a little angst, man. That angst isn't necessarily a bad thing. Push through it. Take that next step. Appreciate that the moment has passed, and it's time to take that next step. I'm not sure what I'm doing, or where I'm going, or what the plan is. I do have this long goal plan to make it to California, and I've already proven that financially we can make it happen, right? We're more than double financially what we left through DoorDash, and full tank of gas. Thanks to James, we got some eats in the car to keep us sustained, some water and some jerky and some good Munchables that'll keep us away from fast food, keep me away from fast food. That's gonna be one of those goals. Reflecting more on how I'm going to start taking care of myself physically, right? I think I'm getting pretty good at getting back on the ball, taking care of myself emotionally. We've been doing this for a while. I took that leap. This is more of an emotional thing than anything, right? To be able to do it, to say yes enough, to be able to be ill prepared, because you'll never be prepared enough to take that leap and to get moving, to be here, and to allow Creator to take me exactly where I need to be, struggling and fighting His will minimally, right? I guess that's part of it. I'm still human, right? No matter what, I want to ride the bus. I want to drive the bus. I want to be in control. I want to feel safe through that control, and that's a very human place to be. You gotta let go of the reins and be subservient to the flow of life, because it's going to take us wherever we're going, man. You're going to be exhausted when you get there from fighting the flow, trying to stand your ground against where life is trying to take you. You're going to flow with it, and do the thing that makes you content. You got to find a way to let go of all those what ifs and take the leap, man, because it's never going to be perfect. And I struggle with that still, right? Struggle with that again. Should I go back to Indiana? And that's another 5 hours worth of driving and blah, blah, blah. I can see Rob on the way back, but it's like, I ain't got nothing to do till April, right? We're going to go back to New York and paint some houses. We'll be able to hang out with you guys until then. So I'm going to value the moment and go spend some time with my brother, right? We'll hit him up on the way back too. do a little modification to the car to make it a little bit more comfortable to sleep in while we're there, and have Rob help us out with a few technical things that I've been struggling with. This YouTube thing and why I didn't get. I mean, we haven't really made much here, and that's not the goal. I took off the ability to even accept donations for now, just because I wanted to get back to simpler things. Because that's not what this is about, and I don't necessarily need it, so I don't need it. So, but we got to figure out that through the AdSense or whatever, something probably simple I've been putting off because I'm not comfortable with technology, and chat a little bit about the marketing strategy for spring so we can find some houses to paint for me and Randy back in New York, and just be connected without expectations. More so that than anything, right? Be connected with someone we care for, despite the expectations. Good sirs and madams, I hope you're doing well out there again in YouTube land. You're enjoying a good cup of coffee with a good friend. I hope if you're feeling lonely and lost, to know that you're welcome in, and that despite the fact that the world can be a dark place and it can be easy to say no and indulge in that fear and anxiousness that paralyzes us, it's time to start saying yes. Even if that means just having a glass of water, even if that just means getting up and getting out of the house, right? Figuring out a way to move forward and do whatever it is that you need to do to find a way. I need coffee, says Tree Farmer. Do you not have any coffee at the house, brother? You're just struggling to kind of make it this morning. Good morning, Tree Farmer. We were talking about you the other day. James says good morning. We're still here at James's, chilling. Headed a couple hours to see our brother from Misled Utopia. Anyway, slow and steady, right? Some days you got to push it. I feel like I got to push it today, right? Maybe I'll cut this off relatively soon because I don't have the energy in me, feeling a little anxious, a little off. Something about taking the leap, something about allowing myself to fall back into that question mark, and allowing it to be okay that I don't know, right? Because I don't know what the next step is going to bring. But without expectations, doing the next right thing will exceed my greatest expectations, right? If I could set those expectations down. That's a truth that I believe wholeheartedly. Yeah, I got coffee at the house. I just woke up and stay up for the eclipse. Okay, that's awesome. I didn't even know there was an eclipse, man. Yeah, we're just waking up and getting moving here too, man. Making serious threats about the next step. Like we said, that's the game plan. And I guess part of the fear is putting off that big leap. I already took the big leap, but then I got to take it again, right? Because you stopped and getting comfortable and slept in a nice, comfy bed in a place where I feel connected and open is hard to walk away from. But the goal is California, right? The goal is an ocean we haven't seen before, and some places that I haven't been, just because, right? Just because we got to stir it up. We got to do something different. ST, good morning, my friend. Well, good morning. It's good to see you in this morning. I hope you're having a good cup of coffee. Pushing forward, reflecting on the fact that we're not alone, right? Physically, emotionally, spiritually, it can feel that way. It can be emotionally and physically true at times. But it's going to be all right because we found this place together, my friend. How are you holding up there, ST? You doing all right? Anything worth chatting about in your world? Help me fill the air for a few minutes as we enjoy our cup of coffee before we take this leap, this next step. You guys got to keep in mind where I'm headed, too. You guys got to help me figure it out. I'm not sure where I'm going. James recommended Roswell just because it's along the way. I think Slab City is on the agenda because that's been something I've been making serious threats about for a while, just to experience and see, right, this place. Vegas, and then Los Angeles because I heard you can make killer money there door dashing. Carrie, I want to sleep with the window closed for the first time. I woke up, my voice sounds like a guy that sings the sea shanties. Is it because it's dry in there? Or because, yeah, I'm assuming, right? Because it's dry in there, right there. Fuck, man. One of those days, man. If you're ever one of those days you're not sure, and it will, yeah, keep pushing. Very rainy day here. Where are you at, ST? I know, I'm pretty sure you told me before. It's rainy and gloomy here too in St. Louis. Um, that's part of it as well, right? How much the weather can affect our emotional state. You know, leaving New York and then having a couple days of 60 degrees and sun there when I hit Columbus was amazing and invigorating. And then, the last couple days, the night before I got here, the gloomy, rainy, cold was kind of intense. The last couple days of it being kind of gloomy here have been a little bit dragging and wearing, but you can make that leap off a little bit more intense. St. Louis, you're in St. Louis, ST. Well, that's awesome, man. That is awesome, brother. Kudos to you. We're not too far. Um, yeah. You live in St. Louis. It seems like a cool place, man. We took it and cruised around a little bit.
Lone Elk Park.
The Elk Park, yeah, I don't know if you checked that out, but SD, I highly recommend it. If you don't, what's it called? What's the name of it?
Lone Elk Park.
Lone Elk Park is a pretty cool place, man. We saw some buffalo and some elk, and had a nice little cruise. It was pretty cool. Went to Bill's, Big Bill's or something. What's the name of the restaurant?
Wild Bill's.
Wild Bill's Breakfast or something.
Bill's Breakfast. I don't know.
Big Bill's Breakfast. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. No, I'm not okay. Well, we'll stick around for a while there, Double A. Aaron, tell us a little bit about it, please. Tell me a little bit about it, because I'm on the fence today. I got a lot of positive things going on, right? I'm here with a good friend that I've been making serious threats about seeing for a while. I'm on this epic adventure that, from the outside looking in, could seem freeing completely, but yet I feel a little bit anxious and a little bit closed off this morning. And you'd be putting me to good use if we could have a conversation about what's going on and hopefully help you find a way through it, or at least take that first step. And if you don't feel comfortable communicating with us about it here, 988 is a nationwide number. I recommend you give them a call and find someone to talk to if you can't look through your contacts and talk to somebody. I've been to Lone Elk Park a couple of times before. Yeah, it's a cool place, right? Big old Tatanka there. Um, well, Aaron, I hope we didn't lose you, brother. I hope you're holding up well. And send positive vibes to our brother, sister, Aaron out there, Double A, for whatever you're going through. Yeah, sorry I can't be more invigorating today. I have more energy to do whatever it is that I normally do, right? But some days are easier than others to find our way into the flow. And ST, it's good to have you in today. I think with that being said, we'll give it a couple more minutes, right? We'll give it a couple more minutes. Hopefully Scott W show up, and then we'll call it early today because I'm not really feeling it. Unless Double A wants to elaborate, unless anybody else out there would like to elaborate on how you're doing and why, maybe an inspirational quote or some kind of motivation, right? Obviously, I'm not. Yeah, it's funny. Sometimes I rewatch these when I'm not feeling well, or when I think I'm not feeling well, and it's like it's very, very less apparent from the outside in than it feels in this moment, right? This weird anxiousness that feels like I'm spinning my tires. Um, I don't know. It's all right. It's all right. Hello there, 50A 186. Lord. Lure, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for saying hello. Thank you for stopping in. Join the turtle herd. Slow and steady, we weather the burden together, right? The good, the bad, the indifferent. The days we're trucking through mud and it feels like a struggle to get the words out. I've been, I think one of the biggest pieces of advice that I'm trying to take is that our emotions matter, but we can't allow our emotional state to determine the actions we take in this moment. And when we're feeling well, to make some decisions about what we should be doing and where we should be going, so that we have a game plan for when we're feeling that way. My decision was to do this no matter how I feel. Um, what's up, man? Sand, chilling, brother. Having open, honest communication. Feeling a little off, feeling a little anxious, but doing that thing that I decided to do, right? Uh, which was to do this on a daily basis, keep you guys informed on where we're headed, um, to take that insane leap to drive from New York to California on $100, right? If you don't think I'll make it, stick around for a while. We're already at 250 door dashing, got a gym membership. We got a pretty decent car to get us there. What's up with you there, Sand? Mr. Worth, how you doing? What are you up to today there, Worth? Good to hear. Yeah, brother. It's good to hear from you too. Um, yeah. It's not a perfect day, right? A little gray, a little gloomy. Like I said, that this anxiousness, just an inkling of it, right? But it's okay. I'm going to start reflecting and treating myself and caring for myself the way I care for others. And that means accepting my emotional state for what it is. Um, Knowing that it's not as appealing as when I'm on the ball and have this motivational, inspirational, whatever feeling, and the words flow, and I find myself free from this burden. Um, but the spectrum of emotions makes the entire spectrum worth it, right? The good emphasizes the bad, and vice versa. The anxious days, which are, I'm not paralyzed by it today. Just kind of don't feel vigored, right? Don't feel whatever. Just working, driving a tow truck in Florida. Worth, man, awesome, brother. Where in Florida are you? I I have some haunts in Florida I like to hang out in. That's been my retreat in the winter, has been to Florida, right? It's from New York to Florida is a heck of a different trip than to California. Um, it's about 20 hours. I could sleep once in my car and make it to Florida and be warm. Uh, kind of, skipping across the country this way because I've been making serious threats for California for years because it's a hell of a haul, man. I'm still like 26 hours away, and I'm adding 5 hours on by going back to Miriam, Indiana for a day or two to see my brother and my niece before I hit California. Um, you know, doing my best not to let that question mark of I don't know uh, consume me. Find a place of, well, maybe ignorance, right? How do we stay in that place of not questioning what we're doing? Well, we keep moving, right? And that's what I'm doing. Well, say a self. Thanks, Worth. I appreciate you, man. Safe travels to you too out there on the road today, man. Wish me luck, and yeah, join the turtle herd, brother. Slow and steady. There are days where yeah, all kinds of days, but you're not alone, right? That's the thing. We're not alone in this shit show. With that being said, I think that's about all I have in me today. I appreciate having this communication. I want to apologize for not being whatever today, for not having the energy and vigor for some reason, for being a little bit anxious, but I'm not gonna, because I accept you for who you are, and that's the premise of what we do here. Is full, open, honest communication with acceptance. And if I can't do that for myself, then if you struggle like I do, right, with that self-worth, the codependent nature of putting yourself last, and struggling to value where you are the way you value others, I implore you to hold on. James. No problem, brother. I appreciate being here, man. It's good sitting next to you, having a cup of coffee. It's good seeing you. Yeah, I'm right here, brother. It's good seeing you in the chat. Well, safe travels, man. That's it. And yeah, Worth, pleasure, man. I hope you drive well out there in Florida. Sunny and beautiful today, I hope for you. Let's hope that we get south enough for that to happen relatively soon. And yeah, yeah, not all days are going to be vigorous and exciting and feel like we're running towards a goal that's worth running towards. Sometimes it's going to be running through molasses, and that's all right. But the premise is that we're not alone. That that there's someone out there thinking about you. There's someone out there that cares, and who knows what the hell this is or what I'm doing. I couldn't tell you, but what I can say is that I appreciate being here with you guys, and I hope that you all find a sense of peace that helps you to move forward. And yeah, we'll catch up once again. Wish me luck on the road, guys, and yeah, slow and steady. We're gonna get there together. Love your faces. Appreciate you being here, and I'm off like a herd of turtles. We'll catch you again tomorrow, no matter how I feel, right? So have a good one, guys. See you in the AM for a nice cup of coffee.